Hello, hello. Good morning and welcome back to episode 100. I've made 100 of these damn things where we're just focusing on tips, tricks, exercises, and ideas that we can implement, try together, go through to make a better version of ourselves to help the people we care and love about most. Well, on this show, we talk a lot about whether it's kind of our personal well being, our financial well being, or the well being, the state that we're trying to get to, the actions that have to come together for us to be the person we know we have to be in order to achieve what it is that we want to achieve. This is your host, Tanner DeWitt, morning life coach, going over these hard tricks and trades. And today's topic, I get a lot of questions, and it seems this is kind of a big piece of what I do for a lot of people is getting started on something I'm not doing. Tanner, I should be doing this, and I'm watching shows. I'm on Netflix. I'm on my phone too much. I know I should be losing weight. I know I should be drinking decaf coffee. I guess you can't really tell from there if it's actually decaf, but in beholder, decaf, getting rid of caffeine, get rid of nicotine, drinking less alcohol. Who do we need to become? Asking ourselves these things, and then if you already do a lot of these things that I'm rattling off, let's give us some credit. Let's give ourselves some credit for once in our life. You don't have to kick your own ass all the time, it turns out. So back to the topic. Today's show. Let's go ahead and we're gonna get one of our banners up. The power of one. So the power of one is it's this simplistic idea of when you're not doing something and you want to be doing it. Say it's been all summer long. Okay, let's go back even farther. It was the winter time. And you were saying, I really want to do this in the summer. Well, when the sun comes out, maybe I'll have a lot more motivation. Oh, when the season change, oh, when this happens, or when this gets lined up, something outside of myself, when this happens, I'll go ahead and get started on it. And then the time came and you didn't get started on it. Sound familiar? Happens to most individuals. It happens to me all the time. You know, whether you're a coach, you're a regular person, or whatever space you're into, this stuff happens. We can't do it all. And if we're in the wrong state of mind of what it is we're okay with, what we're not okay with, this will play a huge role in our confidence and our ability to get things done. The power of one, essentially, what we're going to be doing is we're going to take one of your shoulds and we're going to get started on it. We're going to give it a time, we're going to give it a date, and we're going to give it a place, and we're going to make it so small that we just can't not get going on it. And I always try to pull back. So when we think of like coaches and what are their roles, is when you think of a coach with an athlete or a coach with a high-end business executive, they try to, you've probably heard of the term stretch goals, where we're trying to stretch you a little bit, but no, you don't want to be broken and get ripped in half, or you don't want it to be so easy that you think, I can do that later. I don't need to do that right now. So, under the power of one, thinking under the stretching concept. And we're talking about today that if you are not doing something that you know you should be doing, T Dog, I know I should be doing this and I am flat out not doing it. Okay. So we're under that starting point. We're flat out not doing it. So the power of one, getting that under, and then going through, we're going to get our other scrolling banner. We're going to need a place, a date, and a time. So under this, think place, date, time. The power of one, place, date, time. And we're going to go over for this example is sales calls. Sales calls make people's stomach turn, but it's usually the lifeblood of most businesses. And following up with people who you know possibly would be interested in your business. For me, people who would be interested in coaching, people who would want to work with me one-on-one, break down their own problems, their own tasks, their own goals, business and life planning. One-on-one is what we go over, and we make sure you got a plan in place, get your goals written down, all that good stuff. I'm looking for that. So what would be the first step is the power of one, date, place, this office, find a room or space. And if you don't, you're like, Tanner, I don't have an office at home. The local library is completely free. You could go talk to someone else you've done business with and be like, hey, can I use one of your free spaces? Or can I at least use your space for a week while I get things going off the ground? Could I pay you some type of small event? I mean, I've seen entrepreneurs do all kinds of sorts of crazy things to get going just to have some office space or some time alone and away, distracted free, because distractions are a huge part of getting stuff done, right? Distracted away from your partner, distractions from your kids, all that. And depending on who this is for, probably them, right? How important this is, this needs to get done. So finding that place where we're not distracted, place, office, here, right here. Date on Tuesdays at 9 a.m. Tuesdays. Oh, wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Tuesdays, the date. So you're going to pick your day of your week, Tuesday. And the last, we were going to pick our time. So in this office on Tuesdays at 9 a.m., I'm going to make one call. One call. And as a coach, I just want to see if it kills you. I want to see if you drop dead. Because that's how so many of us are acting. That there's this list of shoulds. And we have this like fear and anxiety behind getting started on it. And we just want to see if it's as scary as we're really making it out to be. I know I'm just procrastinating, not calling people for months, even though I wanted to do this for my business. I wanted to grow this part of my business, just not doing it because terrified of people saying that program's stupid. I don't need help with my emotional well-being. I don't need to write out my goals for the next month, 3 months, year. I don't need to make a life plan for the future 10 years down the road. I don't need to write a vision. I don't need my that's all dumb, Tanner. That's dumb. I've heard that before, not very often, and not nearly as often as you would think. Most people are usually generally pretty accepting of the type of business that you're in, as long as it's not too much of a con artist or yada yada or whatever product you're selling. I'm not really sure. We'd have to meet one-on-one to talk about that. Regardless, thinking back, place, office, date, Tuesday, time, 9 a.m. So whatever it is that you do want to get started on, think of the power of one, placing the place, the date, the time, and make one call. In this situation, in this example, it's one call. Maybe for you, for your own business, it's one exercise that you want to get done. Or maybe it's one person you're going to be cutting their hair for, or whatever the job may be. Or maybe you're looking for a new job and you just need to apply to one place, or you just need to do one push-up. Excuse me. Man, this show's hard as shit to do when you're sick. Anyway, coming back, power of one, knowing the place, the date, and the time for the task that you should, or let's flip that should into a must. If you should, then you must. Again, that powerful phrase, if you should, then you must. So we're turning our shoulds into musts, and we don't need to change the world today. We can feel good about just being slightly better today. So give yourself a pat on the back. If you're getting started on this and you're watching this stuff, give yourself some praise. Shit's not easy. If it was easy and it was just, oh, I know to do that. Oh, of course, I should do that. I'll get that done. If it was that easy, we'd all be billionaires with six packs, but that's not the case. So turning our shoulds into musts, placing a place, a date, and a time with what we should be doing. Think of what that power of one could be for you. Get started. We'll tune back in. That's it for me. We're already over the 10-minute mark. I'm running over. What it is that you want to get started. Is it, do you want to lose weight? Do you want to make more calls? Do you want to build better relationships? Do you want to get a different job? Do you want a better relationship with your kids? What is it? The power of one, and it's always better to get started today and not tomorrow. Everyone have a great day. Woo! Excuse me. Everyone have a fantastic day and keep kicking ass on this amazing Tuesday. We'll be rolling through the office at home, getting a bunch of stuff done ourselves. And I'll be seeing you all bright and early, 7 a.m. tomorrow, Wednesday, Central Standard Time. 7 a.m. Wednesday, Central Standard Time. Cheers. Everyone have an amazing day. Amazing day. Let's get after it. The power of one. Place, date, and time. Keep kicking ass, taking names. Until next time, guys. Cheers.